Hey folks, I wanted to give a short review of Begode Master Pro that I've been riding for the last couple of weeks. What's interesting about me compared to most other reviewers, I'm on the heavier side, 250 pounds 6'1". Together with the gear I could get up to 270, and at this weight you have quite different considerations in terms of range, in terms of safety margins as you try to accelerate, go uphill, and that's what I wanted to cover. Top speed of my UC is not relevant because I ever expect to hit that speed, but I view it as a safety margin compared to much lighter riders, and especially if I am pushing UC uphill. It also so happens that where I live, most of the fun rides are on the longer side, around 60 miles, and have significant elevation, around 5,000 feet. So for me, it's important to have a vehicle that would be able to hit those ranges. At this point, I had experience with several EUCs: In Motion V11, V12 high torque, Begode T4, Master with moly cells, and now Master Pro. Master is definitely a fun and probably my favorite for street rides, but I only get about mid-30s range as far as distance is concerned, and that's without significant elevation gain. So the ride such as the one I did today probably would push it over the limit of the batteries. So I was looking for EUC with significantly longer range, and at this point I probably would not consider any EUC without suspension. So there are three EUCs that are or about to come on the market that meet the criteria, which is In Motion V13, Veteran Shoreman S, and Begode Master Pro. I'm sure V13 is a great wheel, but when I was looking at it, some of the concerns I had is ratio between battery size and engine. So output of the engine is completely comparable to that of Master Pro, but battery is less than 2/3 that of Master Pro. And my concern that would mean that I get significantly lesser range. Veteran Shoreman seemed like a great wheel. It's a little bit lighter than V13 and Master Pro, but my concern was with 100-volt 3000 watt engine. I was wondering if this will be sufficient to go uphill with my weight going reasonably fast. Because of these considerations, I ended up getting Master Pro, and overall I'm quite happy with the wheel. It's fun to ride, it's very stable, very big. In fact, that's the first wheel where I can comfortably ride it seated. I could ride seated on Master, but it didn't seem like I'm resting as much as executing some circus trick. Definitely not as nimble as Master. You can accelerate faster with the Master, you can brake more rapidly with the Master. And while acceleration typically matter of preferences, you may be in a situation where you need to execute emergency braking. I spent some time specifically learning how to rapidly brake on Master Pro until I got comfortable with it, and I've been riding on some hills with grade up to 10, and I was able to slow down fairly rapidly for hairpin loops. So at this point I feel it's comfortable. I'll probably get better over time. In terms of tires, stock tire is okay. It's actually significantly better than what I saw on my Master, but once I installed proper street tire on my Master, it becomes so much fun. It's like a different EUC. So I expect that I'll swap tire on Master Pro as well. In terms of problems, there is the known problem with latest version of Begode wheels, where display cuts out in cold weather. It does not cause the wheel to stop functioning in any way, but display goes blank and you cannot see speed and other metrics. Typically it comes back alive when wheel warms up a little bit, so I had it on my T4, on Master, and Master Pro. Luckily it's fairly easy fix and it's covered under warranty, so I just need to get my wheel to my retailer and they'll swap the chip. Also, it's fairly difficult to lift the wheel. There are no handles or no obvious ways to handle it. I'm hoping that when I get bumper and fairings, there is going to be a version that has some handles. That would be very useful. I'm planning to do it anyways because I want to install custom pads. Stock pads are fine. So far I've been riding with the stock pads without too many problems, but they don't give you quite the same level of control as Grizzly pads. Now finally, in terms of range, so I did not run wheel all the way to zero battery, so I do not know for sure, but based on my extrapolation from today and previous rides and comparing how typically Darkness Bot and Begode owns app estimates range, I think I should get somewhere between 75 and 80 miles of fairly hilly ride, similar to what I did today. Typically Begode app tends to overestimate, Darkness Bot underestimate the range, but that's where I extrapolate based on what they're telling me. So overall, great wheel. I have a lot of fun, hoping to do many longer rides now that I can ride seated, now that I have the battery, and for heavy riders I definitely would recommend it.